Good morning, friends. In the last lectures, we already studied temperature stresses when composite bar in series. Today, we will see temperature stresses when the composite bar in parallels. Suppose this is a material, copper material, and this is a steel material. Next material is the steel material, copper, and this is steel. So, due to a rise of temperature, what happens because of the rise of the temperatures? This coefficient of the expansion because suppose alpha C coefficient of expansions of copper and alpha S coefficient of expansions of steel. Since alpha C is greater than alpha S, so that's why this copper is more elongated when this is alpha T L, this is also this is alpha S, now this is alpha C and this is alpha S T L. Now suppose these two are jointed together, so because of the jointed together, now so if this is we are allow free to expand, so coefficient above the means because above the this is the change in length, this is the increasing above the length. Now when these two are binded together, when two materials binded firmly together, what happens? Because of this coefficient of the expansion of the copper is more, but this elongation is restricted, and because of this binded, so actually this elongation is up to this, but this is more elongated. So that's why this is tensile stresses induced in steel and compressive stresses induced in copper. So why this compressive stress induced? Because actual this restrictions means this is the total length, but this much is the restrictions. So because of the restrictions, so that is not free elongations. So because of that, here's compressive stress induced, and this is this actual this is the alpha STL, and this is the actual change in length because of the rise of the temperature, but instead of this rise of the length, this much is the length increase, more expansions above this material and this less expansions above the material. So that's why here's compressive stress is induced in the copper material and here's tensile stress is induced in the steel material. So try to understand this now. So that's why here's you can write total expansion of copper equal to, directly you can write, or total expansions or yes elongations of copper equal to total elongations of steel. Now elongations of the copper, so this is actually elongations of the copper equal to, and here's elongations due to a rise of temperature minus why this is minus, because yes change in length due to compressive stress, because yes this is the compressive stress induced, so that's why this much is the length shortened, so that's why we have to consider this is negative sign. Next, elongations of steel material equal to, now elongations, yes elongation due to rise of temperature plus, because this much is the again increase, so that's why plus change in temperature, change in length due to tensile stress due to tensile stress. So that's why here's you can write elongations or due to rise above the temperatures means alpha C TEL and change in length, this is equal to, so what may be the force equal and force opposite, so that's why PC LC AC EC, and here's similarly alpha S T, because rise of the temperature same for both material, length also same, so that's why plus PS ELS AS ES. Suppose we will consider now by using first equations, by using equation first, total elongations of the copper is equal to total elongations of the steels, so that's why alpha C TLS minus PC LC AC EC equal to alpha S T LS plus PES, LES, AES, EES. So since LES equal to LC, so that's why this will get cancelled. And now this is nothing but PC divided by AC, PS divided by AS. So that's why alpha C T minus sigma C divided by EC equal to alpha S T plus sigma S ES. So that's why we can take commons. T minus alpha C, alpha S, because alpha C is greater. So that's why, and here's sigma S ES, sigma C EC. So try to understand this. Total elongations above the copper equal to total elongations above the steel. So this is the last equations. So please note down. So this is for parallel. Parallel means one which is fixed. Likewise, if these are the two materials are joined together, so this is parallel. Joined together means this is parallel, and length same and firmly together. And because of the rise of the temperatures, this will increase. Note down, a steel tube of 30 mm external diameters, a steel tube of 30 mm external diameter and 20 mm internal diameter and 20 mm internal diameter encloses a copper rod, encloses a copper rod of 14 mm diameter, to which it is rigidly joined, to which it is rigidly joined with each other, and now find the increases stresses in steel tube and the rod. Find the stresses in steel tube and rods if the temperature of the composite bar is increased by, if the temperature of the composite bar is increased by 180 degrees centigrade. And this is given. Next, take ES 2.1 and 1.1. take ES 2.1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm squares, and steel tube, copper 1.1 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm squares. This is 1.1 and 1.8. Alpha is 1.1 10 to the power minus 5 D per degree centigrade. Alpha C 1.8. So that's why here's this is copper rod. And steel tube. This is steel tube. T equal to 180 degree centigrade. So as you know, as alpha C is greater than alpha S, so alpha C TL is greater than, this is greater than alpha S T L. This is correct. So that's why here you can write elongations of copper tube, copper rod equal to elongations of steel tube. Now elongations of the copper, alpha C T L minus, now this elongation is restricted, so because of that we can write this is P C L C A C E C equal to alpha S T L plus P S L S A S E S. Now we request this AC equal to 14 mm, pi by 4, 14 squares, so 100 something. $153.93 mm squares. AS equal to steel tube pi by 4, this is 30 squares minus 20 squares. So this is equal to 392.69 mm squares. Right? Now, so by taking this alpha, this L will get cancelled, and alpha C minus alpha S equal to, same we can write PC So this is equal and opposite force acting. PC or PS equal to, because this is equal and opposite force acting. This is force acting and this is P. So that's why here we can write direct P divided by AC EC plus P divided by AS ES EC. Otherwise we can take this is P common, 1 divided by AC EC AS ES and this alpha C alpha S. Now alpha S C 1.8 10 to the power minus 5, 1.1 10 to the power minus 5, P equal to, now by taking this 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 3 common, 1 divided by AC equal to 153.93 and this EC, and this is we taken common 10 to the power 5, 1.1 AC AS 392.69 into 2.1, right? So that's why 10 to the power minus 5 and this is 10 to the power 5, 1.8 minus 1.1 P divided by, so this will get cancelled and this is 0.7 P equal to 53.93 divided by 0.0590 392.69 divided by 2.1, this is equal to 0.0121 12126 plus this is equal to 26 P equal to 1 divided by answers multiplied by 0.7. So this is equal to so one terms we miss here and that is temperature. Here multiplied by temperature. This is multiplied by 180. right. Newton. So that's why stress in copper rod equal to 17715 divided by area of cross sections 153.93, and this is 115, and nature of the stress in copper rod compressive megapascal, and here this is also important, compressive, and stress in steel tube equal to again divided by this is equal to 45 point megapascals, and nature of the stress is tensile. So this is the required answers in steel tube. If the joined with each other, find the stresses in the steel tube side. So yes, this is important because this is compressive stresses induced in the copper rods. Sorry, this is mistake. Copper rod means yes, this is so make change, yes. Because this is steel tube is tensile and copper rod is compressive. This is compressive. So make changes this. This is important. So note down next problems. A steel tube, again this is steel tube, copper rod, so we'll see what is the change here. A steel tube of 50 mm external diameters, a steel tube of 50 mm external diameter and 3 mm in thickness encloses centrally a solid copper rod bar of 35 mm, bar of 35 mm diameter. The bar and tube are rigidly connected at their ends at a temperature of 20 degrees centigrade. Find the stresses. Find the stress in each material when temperature raised to 170 degrees centigrade. Find the increase in length. Find the increase in length if original length of assembly is 350 mm. 1.7, 1.08, 100, 200. And this is given. So again we will use this same data. Copper bar. So external diameters 50, internal diameters 50 mm and 3 mm means 3 plus 3 6 mm. So that's why this is 44.5. And here this is tensile stress induced. So this is, you can consider P by 2, otherwise this is forces and here this is compress. Or you can say, right? So that's why again alpha C as alpha C 1.7 into 10 to the power minus 5 and this is 1.08 10 to the power 5. So this alpha C is greater than, so that's why this, because temperatures same and length same, so that's why temperatures equal to 170 minus 20, this is equal to 150 degrees centigrade. So that's why elongation sub of the copper rod equal to elongation sub of the steel tube. Now this is, will change. And this is 35 squares and this is 50 squares minus 44 squares. (962.11 mm squares 442.96 mm squares. So again here's what is change? Only change up of the area and this. So rest of the things common. So AC equal to 962.11. EC 100, instead of the 100 we will consider, because 100 gigapascals equal to 1 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm squares. So that's why I taken here 10 to the power 5 commons, and here's this is 442.96 multiplied by 2. So that's why, and this is alpha C 1.7 and this is 1.08. So that's why this is 0.62. 0.62 multiplied by this is 150. Now we'll check this. One divided by 1.039, 10 to the power minus 3, this is again 1. This is equal to 42901. I check once again answers. Right, 42901 Newton. So 42901 divided by copper rod, area of the copper rod, 962.11. 962.11. This is equal to 44.59. Again this is compressive. This is 442 point. So this will increase 42901 divided by this is 96.85. Now next bit is the find the increasing length. So find increasing above the length means increase in length equal to either alpha C T L C plus sigma C L C divided by E C. This is minus, or alpha S T L S sigma S L S divided by ES. So we'll consider this is length alpha S T plus sigma S ES. Length equal to 350, alpha S 1.08, 10 to the power minus 5, temperature 150 plus sigma S 96.85 ES right. So this is 350, 1.08, 10 to the power minus 5 multiplied by 150. This is equal to 1.62, 10 to the power minus 3 plus 96.85 divided by, this is 10 to the power 3. This is 4.84, 10 to the power minus 4 plus multiplied by 350. This is equal to, increase in length equal to 0.736 mm. And if we are calculating by using these relations also, we will get same answer, 0.736 mm. So this is clear. Now today we will take last problems, and this is for parallel shaft. This is different problems. So after that we can close this article. 3 rods each of the length, 3 rods each of length 1 meter and cross sectional area 200 mm squares are connected to rigid plates at the ends. To rigid plates at the ends. If the temperature of the assembly is raised by 25 degrees centigrade, only 25 degrees centigrade is the temperature raised. If the temperature of assembly is raised by 25 degree centigrade, determine stresses induced in each rod. Also find total change in length above the assembly. Also find the total change है क्या है? Change in length. Change in length. Change is only change in length. So this is not final length. So means delta L, that is to be calculated, in the length of the assembly. Copper. Three rods each of the length. Refer given figure. This is steel, copper. T equal to 25 degrees centigrade. Again, we requires ES, EC, alpha S and alpha C. 200, 120. $12, 8.5, 18.5. Right? So again here's coefficient of expansions of copper is greater than steel. Alpha C is greater than alpha S. That's why here's expansion of steel equal to expansion of copper. Right? But yes, two materials, 200 mm squares. Here's copper and this is steel. This is P, this is P and this is P. This is 2P steel. So that's why PC equal to, because same materials, same area, so that's why we can consider this is PC equal to or PS equal to 2 times PC. Why? Since 2 rod of same area and this is one steel, so that's why yes we can use 2 PC. Again, here's expansion of copper equal to expansions of steel. Now we will consider out of these two only one, that is PS, or after that PC, because here's PC so that's why here's alpha C TL minus PCLC AC EC equal to alpha S T LS plus PS ELS AC EC. So this will get cancelled, length will get cancelled. Now what is remaining? Alpha C T minus alpha S. Now PS AS ES PC AC AC. Now PS equal to 2 PC. So that's why can I write yes 2 PC and now 25 take yes common 10 to the power minus 5. Instead of the 10 to the power minus 6, I consider 10 to the power minus 5. 1.85 minus 1.2. Now 2 by taking commons PC, no sorry, only PC area 200, 2 divided by ES 200 10 to the power 3, and this is 1 divided by 100 10 to the power 3. So that's why we can take commons. Yes, PC 200 multiplied by 10 to the power 5. This is 2 divided by 2. And this is 1 divided by 1. So this will get cancelled. This is 25. So this 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 5, this will get cancelled. And this is 1 plus 1. So that's why 25 into 0.65 PC, this is 100, or PC equal to 25 0.65 So this is I got 1625 newtons and PS equal to 3250 Newton. Right? So this is correct. So that's why here's now first bit stress in copper, PC divided by AC, and this is 1625 divided by 200, and this is stress in steel equal to 3250 divided by 200. This is 16.25 megapascals tensile, and this is 8.125 megapascals, and this is compressive. Try to understand this. So next is the change in length. So for second bit, calculate alpha s T ls plus sigma s els divided by es, and this is 12 into sigma s 16.25 ls length 1 meter. Here's also 1 meter divided by 200 here. So that's why 12 into 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 1000, 0.3 plus 16.25 multiplied by 1000 divided by 200 divided by, this is 0.8125 plus 0.3. So this is equal to, so this is your expected answer. So I think these problems are sufficient. So remaining portions of the this relationship and problems related with the relationship, that is Young's modulus, modulus of elasticity and bulk modulus. First we will see that definitions, and after that what is the relations, and if the problems remain means related with that we will see in the next class. So that's why today I stop here, and we will continue the remaining portions within 1 or 2 class. We can complete these chapters. Thank you.